Furiosa is directed by George Miller, the man who has now made 5 movies in the Mad Max saga, this being the first one without Mad Max in it. And this is the origin story of renegade warrior Furiosa before her encounter and team-up with Mad Max. But I also want to give a big thank you to the sponsor for this video, Factor. Warmer, sunnier days are finally here, so fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes, so no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. And with 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore. And for my family, it's helped us cut down on not just grocery shopping, but also restaurant bills. And it's very convenient for us to schedule everything, and if for some reason we have an event or we're going to be out of town, we can also skip a week if necessary. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Stuckmann50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code Stuckmann50 at factor75.com for 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month of orders. Definitely check out that link in the description below. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring this video. Previously played by Charlize Theron, this time around Furiosa is portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy, but we actually spend a fair amount of the first act of Furiosa without Anya Taylor-Joy in the role, because we follow her as a young girl for quite some time. This setup extended in far greater ways than I expected it to, not just in runtime, but for implications for the character. This is a really epic film in every way. The scope is off the charts. If you've seen a Mad Max movie, you expect that. But this is without a doubt the most personal of all the films in George Miller's universe, in that we focus quite a bit on Furiosa, her childhood, the things that were taken away from her, who her enemies are, what her goals are, what she wishes she had, and you learn all of that before she's even a teenager. And even though the movie is filled with incredible vehicular chases with trucks, motorcycles, cars, and all kinds of different vehicles, this movie feels like the type of movie you would expect within this universe, but it also feels very fresh and new because it focuses so much on character, but retains the things about the Mad Max saga that we all know and love, namely those car chases, the incredible cinematography, and a hero that barely speaks. Just like the last film, Furiosa enters into a very rare realm for me when it comes to a movie, and that is the type of movie that you want to test whenever you upgrade any element of your home theater system. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you get a new TV, if you get a new sound system, if you have some new thing that you add to however you watch movies at home, you probably have a handful of movies you like to test it on. I have a few movies I always love to do that with. Fury Road is one of them, and Furiosa is going to be as well. This film looks spectacular. At 79, George Miller is directing with such vibrant youthfulness that he feels like a kid who just found a camcorder for the first time and is making movies in his backyard, and he's that excited about it. That kind of giddiness and joy is felt through every frame of Furiosa, and there are extended action sequences that are genuinely jaw-dropping. There are very few films that come out anymore that make me want to say holy shit like every few seconds, and Furiosa is one of them, because this film is just filled with so many great ideas, so much world building, so many great character moments, and Anya Taylor-Joy is magnificent. As great as Charlize Theron is, she really puts her stamp on this role. She's an excellent choice for this character because just like Mad Max, Furiosa doesn't say all that much. She stares, and you understand what she's thinking by looking at her. And Anya Taylor-Joy has such a piercing gaze, and is such a phenomenal actress that can say so much with so little. Chris Hemsworth as well as the villain. I think this might be my favorite performance I've ever seen from him. He's menacing, he's very funny, but not in a way that's like grating or gets on your nerves. He has an amazing speech in this movie that genuinely made me understand him. His villain does horrible things to innocent people, and yet by the end of the movie, you understand at least why he thinks he's supposed to do that. The film does exactly what a prequel should do, in that it not only is a very entertaining movie in its own right, but it enhances Fury Road. in every way. And that's a risk, because Fury Road, in my mind, is almost untouchable. It's a magnificent achievement, and whenever you make a prequel to anything, there's always that risk that you could tarnish that in some way, but there are so many moments in this film that add weight and depth to Fury Road. And I think we should officially just kind of move on from the whole like prequels are bad thing, because we've had way too many good prequels by now. This is new information that we have to process and add to our filmmaking brain and accept that a prequel can be really damn good. In the case of Furiosa, it's one of the best prequels I've ever seen. Even this year, the first Omen was a damn good prequel. Now, there are a handful of moments in this movie that I am dying to talk about, but they are 100% spoilers. I will be doing a spoiler video for Furiosa. I want to talk a lot more about this movie. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. You have to see this on a theater screen. It will not be the same at home. Go out to a theater and watch this one, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Look forward to that spoiler video coming very soon. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmannized.